Well, not real good.
Yeah. What we'll do, coaches, we'll let you open it up with a couple comments, and then we'll go right to Brian Bailey after that, okay?
Sure. I was very disappointed in the loss. They were exactly the team that I thought they were. Hats off to them. They've done a great job building that program. They look like a very experienced group, very good up front on both sides of the football. Obviously, we did not handle that atmosphere and them very well in the first half and got ourselves in a pretty big hole. Appreciate the way the kids fought back, and we at least got ourselves back in the game somewhat and gave ourselves a chance. Maybe to have a shot there at the end, and just a couple of mistakes there in the second half, fourth quarter that just took our chances away. So obviously we got to do a better job of preparing the group for the start of the football game. After the pick six, which is as good a start as you can ask for, we did not handle everything very well.
Coach, how disappointing was it not to be able to run the football and not be able to really protect Holton like you really want to?
Well, you're not going to be very good on offense if you can't do those two things.
Can you take us through the fake field goal? What did you guys see as far as that opening up? Because it really was a spark in the second half.
Yeah, it was there in the first half. So, we really looked at it the field goal before to make sure that the look was there. And, I just didn't know if, Snead does hold for us, but I didn't know if they would catch him coming on the field. They didn't, and just a great play by him.
Your defense in the second half, much improved? Do you think they really came around in the second half?
Well, I think that, you saw just, very good offensive line, did a great job in the first half of picking up some of our pressures and giving the quarterback some time and giving the running back some holes. And I thought that the second half, we handled the speed of their offensive line better, fit things better. A couple plays, we're just there to make the play and couldn't quite make the play, but for the most part in the second half, played fairly decent defensively.
Okay, well, now I'll open it up to questions for everybody else.
Coach Houston, at this point, what would you say is the identity of this year's football team?
Well, that's the big question right now. You thought you had, a few things coming into the season. Obviously, what you do on the field shows your true identity. I know what I want it to be. I know what, teams I have coached in the past are, and we certainly are not that yet. I think that hopefully we can, and, it's every experience for some of these guys is their first. And so, hopefully they can learn from that and be better the next time.
Coach, it didn't look like it was going to be much of a ball game there in the second half. All of a sudden you made a ball game out of it. You've got to take some positives out of that aspect of it. At least it looked like there was a possibility of even maybe getting the win there at the end. But what do you take out of this whole affair?
Well, it's just, you felt like you got in such a big hole there in the first half. It just makes it really, really tough. And certainly, we made a couple of special teams play there in the second half and got us back in the ball game, played well defensively. But, we just got to be better. We've got to be better coaches. We've got to be better players. We've got to execute we've got to push ourselves to continue to improve.
Coach, no offensive touchdowns today, and obviously 3 non-offensive touchdowns. Just how disappointing is that when really you kind of expected the offense early in the season to maybe help carry the defense?
Yeah, it's very disappointing. Certainly we all have higher expectations for how we perform on the field. And disappointing we didn't get that output. Certainly would have made a huge difference in the ball game. Certainly excited to get 2 special team scores and to get a defensive score. So we got to improve on that side of the football. We got to improve everywhere. But, we obviously got to improve on that side of the football this week.
When you look at the start, Coach, last week you had the touchdown drive off the kickoff. Today you scored the first play. Is it frustrating when you weren't able to build on that and the other team kind of punched right back and kind of took momentum so quickly?
Yeah, it's usually if you can grab the momentum, it gives you a tremendous advantage at the beginning of the ball game. We wanted to start fast. We did. Great play by Warren. I thought I'm really proud of that kid. You know, he's matured so much and improved so much since I got here, and just really played his tail off today. And but you know, to follow that up, you know, just really disappointed we couldn't get anything built on top of that, get anything going, and really, you know, put ourselves in a big hole there early.
Coach, Deontay was out today. Was that health related?
Yes.
And are you surprised at just how much the O-line has struggled early in the year? I know you guys said you felt you would be better up front. Has that been a surprise at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough today. I mean, we still got, you know, Noah and Deontay out as two of our more experienced guys. Have some new guys in there. Have some guys playing, you know, well, but also, you know, some guys making some mistakes. But you know, we've got to get that corrected, and we got to play better up front. You know, it all starts offensively right there.
Going on that, what is that dynamic like, you think, with Holton? It seems like just the fact that he's scrambling and trying to do a lot, you know, moving around in the pocket, is that having an effect, obviously, on his play at times, you think?
Well, sure. I mean, it's, you know, in my opinion, the way you have, you know, give your quarterback his best opportunities is by being able to run the football effectively and thus protect him, you know, in the passing game. And, you know, we're not doing either one very well. And then, you know, on his back, he's got to make better decisions. You know, he's making some decisions that are really, you know, putting us in some tough situations. So we've got to coach better, and we got to play better on that side of the football, definitely.
Coach, the interception McMillan had, they ruled it wasn't a touchback. What was the explanation there?
They said his momentum carried him into the end zone, which is most likely the correct call.
Coach,
Great teaching moment for Jaquan right there. That, you know, he does need to try to bring it out, you know, if his momentum carries him in. So we'll get that corrected tomorrow.
Coach, it looked like on the pick six by Saba that you had a blitz coming from that side of the field and maybe rushed him a little bit.
Yeah, we did. You know, we wanted to try to get in his face early, and try to rattle him as much as we could. And, you know, worked out on the first play, but boy, he came back and played an excellent ball game. He's you know, we expected him to be a good player. I mean, he's a really talented young man.
How helpful is it to have a Jake Verity, you know, can go out there and get points on the board for you?
Well, certainly, I've said many times, it's good to have Jake.
Any other questions for Coach?
I got a question.
Last one.
Coach, you've experienced this virtually no fans from a home standpoint and now in a road game, and kind of contrast the two, if you would.
As far as the atmosphere here and the atmosphere at home?
Yes, sir.
Well, you know, at least we did have a few fans here. And, you know, we had several ECU fans on our side, and just really appreciate them and being here to support the kids. And, you know, be glad when we have more of them to support them. You know, hopefully the next time that, you know, we're at home, we'll be able to have, you know, a pretty good contingency.
Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Okay, everybody, players will be here just a second, okay?
Coach Mark Houston.
Pause the recording.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, Holton, we can. Just give us a quick second. Okay, we'll open it up to questions for Holton.
Holton, how do you best summarize this one? I know offensively you guys struggled throughout the day. What's kind of your take on the game?
It is disappointed. Starts with me. You know, I came here to win games. That's what we got to do. It starts with me, though.
It seemed like the offensive line had some trouble protecting. I know you don't want to use that as an excuse, but you were on the run for a lot of the day. I guess how tough was it with them getting consistent penetration?
Yeah, I got to be athletic enough to make plays even when that happens. I just got to make good decisions when I do. And I mean, like I said, I mean, it just starts with me, and I got to be better.
Holton, can you compare the two atmospheres at all in Greenville last weekend and then there? It seemed like there was more fans. Was it different at all, or how did that kind of play into things at all?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely different. When momentum was swinging and we have fans behind our back, I mean, that's totally different than – I mean, we had 250 last week, but in a 50,000 seat stadium, that's a little bit different. But, our fans – we had more fans than them, to be honest. So I appreciate them coming, and we just got to play better for them.
Holton, you look like you took a bit of a rush for much of the game. How did you come out of it physically overall?
Yeah, I'm good. Just ready to get back the next week.
After last week, that second half, the running game was such a positive momentum. And then today, I mean, it was just not much room to run. Obviously, just not many positive rushes today. What was maybe the difference in last week to this week with running specifically?
Yeah, I mean, they schemed us good. They had a good defensive front. We'll give it to them. But, it doesn't matter how good they are. We got to be just as good or better. Just got to keep working. Like I said, we got to win ball games here. I came here to win, and that's what we got to do. So just got to be better.
Holton, what do you have to do this week to get ready and beat USF?
Just prepare, be better in general. We got to get this losing out of us, including me. Just it's tough when you work so hard at something and it doesn't always go right. We just got to keep working.
Okay, one last question for Holton. No one? Okay, thanks, Holton. Appreciate it. Okay. Hey, Warren, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
Okay, Warren, we're going to just open it up to questions, so guys are going to talk to you for a few minutes, okay?
All right, that's cool.
Warren, walk us through the pick six. You guys couldn't have started any better. I know it didn't end well, but just walk us through that play and what that moment was like.
It goes back to last night. Coach just told us to picture us playing the game. And I saw myself making a couple plays, and it happened to be the first play of the game. So pretty exciting. Yeah, that's it.
What changed after that with the defense or what they did offensively?
Mistakes. We shot ourselves in the foot a couple times and put us behind the 8 ball. We eliminate mistakes, as you guys can see. We one of the best defenses out here. So go back into this week, eliminate mistakes, and let's play football.
Warren, is kind of the second straight week where you go into halftime and things kind of slipped away in that first half from y'all. Is that kind of tough or deflating when you're regrouping at halftime and you're 2-3 touchdowns down at that point in the game?
Nah, it's never deflating. You usually got to stay up, man. It's a team game, man. You just got to – if you stay positive, the next man next to you is going to stay positive, man. You got to keep your head up. As you see, we kept our head up to the fourth quarter, got into a close game, and unfortunately, we couldn't pull it out.
Go back to the interception. Can you take us through what you saw on the play and how you were able to read it?
Going into the week, I knew the quarterback was a one-read quarterback. Coach called the play, and I executed my job, seeing the quarterback looking and broke on the ball.
What was it like being able to see the special teams get those back-to-back touchdowns to give you guys a chance to stay in it?
Oh, man, it's big, man. We preach special teams all the time. So for us to execute on special teams is really big.
Warren, it seems like at times the team plays really well for a string of series, and then once one thing goes bad, maybe it kind of snowballs. What will it take for you guys to maybe get over that and kind of put a stop to some of those big streaks?
You can ask the question again, sorry.
Yeah, like there are times like against UCF, they scored on 3 or 4 series in a row, and then today they seem to get momentum, and it's hard to get it back. What do you think it'll take to maybe stop those streaks, get the momentum back on you guys' side quicker?
I just composure, man. I think we get too excited, and we get worked up about things. But if we just stay solid and have good composure, I believe that we can make those runs like stop. You know what I'm saying? So
You got another road win. You got another road game coming up with USF. What do you have to do to beat them this coming week?
well, I don't know yet. We got to watch the film. So got done with this game. I'll find out tomorrow what the game plan is. Hopefully, we got to get that win.
One more question for Warren. Okay, Warren, thank you very much.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, thank you.